Hi, and welcome to Anne-Marie's Workshop. My name is Anne-Marie, and I love to make things with joy. And if you like to make things with joy, you found the right place. Please like, subscribe, and share. Welcome to my hashtag Friday Sews video. It is a hashtag that describes what I've been working on in the workshop for the week. If you go over to Facebook, you can find that group and join up, and we like to share things we've been working on. So as ever, the forum this week, or the question to start off your video, if you so choose to use it, is what is your easiest make ever? I don't have to think hard about that. It is Simplicity's Hacking Pattern 86 of 5/8. I have made it in all sorts of iterations to follow. As you can see, I love this pattern. Now, the reason I enjoy it so much is because I do have sloping shoulder. So the cut of it, what is that type? Let me think. Dolman sleeves. The seam being right here sets on my shoulders really nice, and the different sleeve combinations, the different length combinations, the flounces, the gathered sleeves, and everything like that really work for me. And the most exciting thing about this pattern is that it fits on scraps. So if I finish, I tend to buy 4-yard increments of material, Ankara, crepe de chine, anything. If I have close to a yard left over, I can at least make a shirt. And the back has a dovetail, a dovetail split hem. It has a short, long, can be a dress, has a flounce, short sleeves, long sleeve gathers. You've seen it. Well, this week, I've got to thank the sewing community who came up with hashtags 9makes. I looked at my 9makes list, and I was concerned. So for those of you not familiar with 9makes, it is kind of like a New Year's resolution. So at the beginning of the year in January, you put up 9 things that you're going to make this year that is prioritized for you to make. And then you see how you do. So the first year I did it, I was able to make 8 things out of the list. And they were so fulfilling because I chose 8 things that have been hanging around in my workshop for a really, really long time. So last year, let me see, I had 1, 2, 3 quilts. And quilts hang around for a long time. But I went to the Houston International Quilt Festival for years and saw that some of the most unbelievable quilts, everyone had been working on them for sometimes 1 year, but sometimes 12 years, 7 years, 8 years. So I feel okay about my situation with my quilts. But I finished 3 of them last year because they were on my 9makes list, and I thought about them and I worked on them. And I also made a shirt that that was hanging around that I was looking for a long time in my stash. A suit made out of that goldish material I had from a long, long time ago. And what was great about it is I find that on the things that I don't make right away, there's some unusual finishes or something I need to really take my time on and work on. And so the 9makes challenge always works for me. One of them is one of my favorite patterns to make. It's the new look, let me see, 6854. I love to make that. I also made a jumpsuit that I thought would work on me. McCall's, I ended up gifting that to someone else. And that brings me to serendipitous sewing. Have you ever really made something that you really enjoyed making? You loved the pattern choice, you loved the finishes, you extended yourself to make something, and it's measured for you, and you put it on, and it's a dud. It does not work. I think I talked about this before. Well, I always feel like someone's coming for that outfit. It just hadn't happened yet. Someone's coming for that. So yesterday, I had this beautiful pattern, I think by Butte de Jour. She's a No Me designer. And I really pulled out all the stops, sleeve heads, two-tone sheer balloon sleeves, beautiful rayon center with a curved waist, which should have been a hint and a half for me that it wasn't made for me because I'm an apple shape, right? And pockets, loved it, made it, tanked. Yesterday, sitting around, a friend came over, we're sitting on the couch, and I happened to have that dress on my mannequin because I was going to take a picture of it so that I could fold it up and store it to either donate it or, I don't know, I was never going to wear it. I tried it on my other cousin, tanked on her too. In walks Marcia, and I will show you the pictures to follow. Pear-shaped, tall woman. It was perfection on her. Needless to say, she walked off with it. So that was wonderful. This morning, I had another outfit that was on my 9 makes list last year. I'll show you it over here. And it turned out beautifully. It's ultra suede-ish. And this is Jamaica, West Indies. It's hot, y'all. So I just didn't see where I was going to wear it. I could wear it sometime, maybe January, February, because I live up in the mountains, so it might work out. And I put it on the mannequin to take a picture of it, to fold it up and put it to the side, but not forget it. And I remembered I had gotten these beautiful floral appliques from Temu. And the colors of it reminded me of one of these that I had bought. So this is one that I had bought this isn't the colors, but just to show you, I think it's $2.79 or something like that. But I had one in a lavender purple. And so I resurrected that outfit or added to it. It's still too hot for every day, but I added, and I'll show you somewhere, I think over here or over here. I added the applique to it. I'm going to hand stitch it in place, and I'm pretty pleased with it. It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to come up one day. Maybe I'm in the States for a wedding or an event, and I'll bring that with me. Speaking of 9 makes, I have focused my attention on my 4-season quilt because, y'all, it was on my 9 makes list last year. But I did get pretty far ahead. So now where I've gotten with my 4 seasons Gardener's Lament quilt is, I'll show you. Now I am almost finished the 4 center panels. So this week I worked on the embroidery with the sayings like too much snow. And then I also embroidered on leaves for the too many leaves. And I was really, really pleased how they came out, as well as at the bottom, I used the kind of yellow letters, but with an orange embroidery, and it makes it almost look neon. So that's too many leaves. You'd already seen too much fertilizer for the sunflowers, but I will show you it again. I did a different applique stitch for that. And then too much rain. I think I showed you all this last week. But so now all 4 panels are finished. 4 panels are finished. So now it's time to make the frames, the center frames. And then hopefully I will be into the moons and sun rises to go around the edge. I think I'm going to get this done by November. But if I don't, I still have December. Now my next step on those panels before I start putting the backing on, because I assemble my quilts as I go, because I really can't handle a huge quilt with my machine with the interior fleece and the backing. It's too much. So I have an assembly method that I'll talk about at another time if you're interested. But I am going to add my machine embroidery onto each one of those panels, and then we'll be ready to go, because I like that multi-dimensional levels on the quilt. I think it really gives it movement and a lot of color play. So now, what is the last thing I know what I worked on. I finished up my dollies. And I'm going to tell you, full disclosure, I think they're beautiful. I have not, I've purchased a few of the clothing patterns that go along with these. Y'all, they come with angel wings, because most time you will do it in white, but I chose to do it in Ankara or African patterns. But I still think I'm making those wings. And they also have ballet shoes and all kinds of things that you can get into. I have listed it from that Etsy shop. I will put it below again. Now, full disclosure, it's not supposed to be like this. But I don't know what I did when I was making these patterns that made the legs, like there was a space of about 2 inches in the middle. I don't know exactly what I did. It happened on all 4 of them. So I don't know if I didn't cut the pattern out right, or I don't know what happened. So I ended up making a little gathering stitch here, which works out fine. It's almost like they crossed their legs. So it's worked out fine for me. You know, when you're sewing, there's no telling. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me by subscribing to my channel. All I'm up to this coming week, or what I worked on this week, is getting kind of prepping for my Christmas decorations. I worked on those Christmas pics. I hope you got to see my short that I made. And I was really excited about making those Christmas pics, because I always see those big elaborate ones on those designer trees. But usually they're specific to that tree, and I wanted stuff specific to my tree. So I needed some different elements. The ribbon I bought in America, the introduction of black, because I'm using the Jamaican colors to make my Jamaican inspired tree. So you'll see more of that in the future. I hope you're getting to sew even a little bit. There's still plenty of time till the holidays. Enjoy them. Go out with friends. Eat cookies. Sit around at the Starbucks and have a whatever Christmas thing they have. Enjoy the season. Have a peppermint. All right, you take care, and you keep making with joy. We'll see you soon.